What's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of Lust. Let us speak truth. I am your host, Nick. We got the panel here. Today's topic is going to be the good and the bad of being single. How y'all feel out there? Fellas, you all right? Ladies?
Good.
Here.
What up, bro?
Let's
Right.
have some conversation.
What's up, partner?
Let's have some. Okay, my first question, y'all. Do you think being single is a choice?
Yes.
For men?
Yes, most definitely.
For men.
For men? For men,
Yeah,
it's
for
a
men.
choice?
Not just for men, but for anybody.
No, for men.
For
No,
anybody.
for everybody.
You all ladies have limited selection.
I can't
You
stand.
know what?
Yeah, he's starting early,
What's
y'all.
up, fam?
Very.
Y'all, well, what's up, Vic? Welcome to the show. It's the good and the bad of being single. So my first question was, do you think being single is a choice?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
No,
It is.
it's
Okay.
not.
Hold on. I'm about to start off live.
Do I? Are you asking me directly?
Vic, what up, player?
I'm
Who's
asking
that?
for everybody.
For women, no, there's no selection.
That's not true. That's
Well,
true.
that
You can
may
get some,
be true. That
get
may
some
be
food
true,
out the
Nikki.
garbage can. You can get some food out the garbage can.
That may be true coming from a narrow-minded man, or I'm sorry, narrow-minded child. That may be true.
However you want to play it,
But
you know.
for men,
I'm
it's
good
not
and shallow.
true.
I'm good and
We
shallow.
all
That
have
mean
a
I ain't gonna
choice.
get that wet. I'm good and shallow. That mean I ain't gonna get that wet.
Ooh, shit.
Y'all showing out.
I think it depends if somebody, whether female or male, decides to be single.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, if somebody breaks up with somebody, that person chose to be single, but the other person didn't choose to be single.
Yeah, but y'all do most of the breaking up though. But you really need somebody, so I understand.
Yeah, well, okay, that's you talking again. That narrow-minded. Here's the thing.
Tanya, where your man at?
Sometimes it's
Yeah.
very.
Where's your man at?
Shit.
Under the bridge. Under the bridge.
That's you. That's you, hon. Okay, so sometimes, although being single is a good thing, especially if you're in an unhealthy relationship. Although you do want, I feel that, well, I do. I would like to have that intimacy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, and that companionship.
Better get you a warm body.
I can call you.
It's way too cold over here for you.
That's why I dropped you. I choose to be single. Next person.
Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all.
Well, all right.
Oh, we got that going. Facebook. So
Bro, it ain't me, bro.
my
see, bro. I see it ain't you, bro.
Right.
yeah.
I'm pro-trans.
No. Okay, why do you think some folks stay single? What are some reasons why they stay single?
More self-sufficient.
Okay.
Less energy that you have to put into a relationship.
That's true.
Go ahead, Ro.
Independence is a hell of a drug. A lot of us are so comfortable with doing what we do on our own and not having to worry about somebody else's opinion on your daily movements that you don't want to break that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to let nobody else come in and have an opinion on how you function in your household, what you do, what you don't. You want them to play, not to stay, for lack of better words.
Okay.
I would totally agree with that.
And also, too, let me say this, because also sometimes being in a relationship can be mentally expensive and exhausting.
Yeah.
Depending on the relationship, you know.
Yeah.
And Tony?
Well,
1 minute or less.
all right, 1 minute or less. You know, being single, and we spoke about it before the show started. At different times of your life, it's going to mean different things to you, and it's going to give you a different type of perspective. You know, being young and being single just meant that you can just conquer as much as you want to conquer as a male, as a man. Being single when you're older, it's cool, but then sometimes you just want that company because you're not into the going out and the party, and you just want to kick it in on a Saturday night and have somebody to, hang out with and be that conversation in that company without all the extras that go along with it. Where you been, where you going, what are we? That's the famous women words. What are we? You know what I mean? So sometimes you don't want that. So that's a little bit of a answer for me.
Mm-hmm. Lanita. Never mind. Vic.
Selfishness.
Selfishness.
Just being selfish. I mean,
I got to disagree with that.
to your other guests, to your prior guests, the one selfish one that says that, you don't need, she didn't need anyone and blah, 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 blah. Is it's like, if you don't play well with others, then, you can't play well with your mate. And I would just say that. So that's not me. I'm just saying some people that choose to be single with the, I don't need a man or I don't need a woman. Everyone needs someone in their life. No one want to go to bed constantly.
Go ahead.
I said, no one wants to go to bed with an empty pillow next to them. But if you choose to do that, that's what you choose to do. But that's not what you really want. But you just don't want to share your bed with everyone.
Well, when you say everybody needs somebody, to what capacity though?
I mean, just needing that just like a mate, not need them to breathe, just need them as a mate, just like wanting some companionship. That's we all men. We can be the hardest man on the planet, but ain't nothing like a warm woman next to you. Period.
Caveman show. So I agree, Vic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will say, here are some answers that I researched that are the top ones. They have different priorities. They're too picky. They're tired of bullshit. They fear it. They value their independence, and it's less expensive.
Can I ask you something real quick before we go on?
Sure.
Who do you think they asked to get these answers?
Women. Those are women answers.
That's not.
I think those sound like women answers, yo.
That's both.
I gotta agree.
That's both.
Those are women answers.
That's both. That's
men
both.
don't talk like that. Y'all, ladies, men don't talk like that.
No, you don't. Men do.
No. Build-A-Bear niggas talk like that.
Anyway.
Real men don't talk like that.
I hate you. Okay, third question. Do you think folks are happier single?
Could be. You can be very happy single. Just living your life. Like you said, you don't need the confrontation in your home. You don't need the bickering, the nagging. You don't need a man telling you where not to go, who, you know what I'm saying? So it has its happy points and then it doesn't. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, life is life. I can sit on the couch right now for a week and be like, damn, I ain't got nobody in my ear talking no shit and I can really love that shit. Then it'll be the next week like, damn, I wish I had me a boo here laying next to me right now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it's selective days.
So
some days when your ass is in a relationship, you want to be single.
Are you gonna work your way around everybody so I don't gotta raise my hand? Or
you go ahead.
You keep looking at my boy Ro, man. You got
Go ahead, Ro. I got you.
No, I think I was happier single until I ended up in a healthy relationship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the single me, and I tell my lady all the time, if I tell you I want to be with you, I promise you I mean it. Because when it comes to being single, I'm a dope single dude. I get all the benefits of being a single guy. You know what I'm saying? Maximized. I took full advantage of being single and it was great. But now that I'm in a healthy relationship, this is a more comfortable overall life arching feeling for me than, to me, being single is like, it's like corn, right? Zero nutritional value and it does nothing, but it tastes good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Go ahead, Tony.
I think, and then based off what Roy said, I think it really has to do with your past experience. Depending on your past experience with being in a relationship that's going to determine how your singleness is. You know what I mean? If you were in a really bad situation, being single is going to be the happiest place on the world. If you was in a really good situation that was good to you and really made you happy, you're going to be miserable single.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just my personal opinion.
Trav. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tanya.
I want to say something too. Vic had stated that I think being single, are you more happier or I think that was the question prior before. Let me say something. You can be single and be very much happy. That doesn't mean I don't have something on the side going on. You see what I'm saying? I don't need to be in a relationship to make it where I'm unhappy. Matter of fact, I can be more healthier, less stress.
Mm-hmm.
Less
But there's a
noise.
lot of stress when you start adding into something on the sides, though. The something in the sides can turn very fast.
Well, it depends on the person that you're dealing with.
They
Yeah,
can
but I
get,
mean,
they
we
can
all
get
can say
fat and
that.
you
That's
can
a
get fat
general
real
statement.
quick.
One
We
at
can
a
all
time,
say
guys.
that.
One at a time.
One at a time. Y'all want me to come one at a time.
Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Trav.
What Tanya said doesn't work for women, though. That don't work for you. Something on the side. That's a man's mentality. That don't work for you. That ain't gonna never work.
True story.
You start dealing with men on that level and you deal with a real man, you're gonna want more from him. So saying that sounds good right now, but if you start dealing with him directly, it ain't gonna be nothing on the side. So that game won't work. That single, but I'm single, but I'm doing what I want. That won't work. Not with a real man. Sorry.
I believe folks, I won't say just women, men and women, I think they can be happily single, but I don't think they're happier single. If
I
that
think it's all based off of what your previous situation was before that, what it was to you.
Yeah, because what if you were into an unhealthy relationship and now you're single? You know what I mean? So you living your best life because now you don't have that headache anymore. You're able to focus on yourself and be more self-sufficient.
But what I think what Trav was saying was that don't work for women is because you guys have sex through feelings. And after a while, you guys keep getting that thing hit, then y'all start to get attached to a man. You guys can only play the role for so long. You can only play the role for so long when a man is doing everything that he needs to be doing in the bedroom and might not be doing everything outside the bedroom. But long as he's putting it down in the bedroom and then he got a little bit of sauce on him on the outside of the bedroom, y'all want that man because see, y'all don't have to have a man with $1 million. Y'all want a man with $1 million. But if you got a man that's working hard doing what he's doing and he's coming through once a week, then you're gonna be like, I want it to be twice a week, and then I want you to spend a night, and that's where it's gonna go. So y'all can only play that role so long. Men can play that role for years and don't give a damn about sending your ass out the door.
A dude will have sex with you and never know your last name, and it won't even matter.
Or
Never
your
know
favorite
your
color.
last name.
Or your favorite color.
Or your favorite color, what you like to drink, what happened to that scar on your forearm, and what he gonna get that. You gonna know my shoe size, my hat size. We don't know, y'all. You go out there Tanya, and get your head knocked off if you want to.
No. Here, this is my thing. Are you guys saying that women are more emotional beings?
You're not set up to have sex like that.
Traditionally.
You're not meant to have sex like that. If you do that, like Vic said, he comes through, you're gonna start to like him. That's when you start liking him, that's when it's gonna flip.
But what about the women that just really don't give a fuck and that's all they do?
Few and far between.
It's always some machines out there. The machines ain't worth a damn to deal with. It's a few machines out there. Women with gutless, don't know no better. Go on and do your thing, but have decent women, they're not gonna have sex like they can't. Y'all can't. You ain't made like that.
Right, because because then when you start talking about the something on the side, how many somethings on the side you got? Because if you only got one, you're gonna look, God damn it, Stilo. How do I turn this off? Shit. Oh, man, I got a phone call, man. But if I'm sorry, but if you got more than one something on the side, then yeah, you can juggle. But if you're the type of woman who has those morals and values and only wants to have one sexual partner, that's exactly what Trav and them are saying. Okay. It's automatically gonna turn into feelings. You can't help it. Especially when you get the kissing in the mouth and shit. It's just rap.
And then Tanya, he kisses you in the mouth, and then that boy, you look around and the rubber done turned into a rim. It's always at the back. It's over there. It's over with. It's over with. I'm telling you, it's a rim. And so,
okay, Lanita, do you think folks are happier single?
No, I don't.
We ain't meant to be alone. Vic said it. We're not meant to be alone.
I don't think people are happier single. I think that there's a point where people are happy when they're single because it's a relief that they don't have to deal with this person or whatever they had going on. But I think it comes to a point where a person doesn't want to be single. They're looking for somebody to be with, to share life with, to just to do stuff. So nah.
So like I said, you can be happily single, but not happier.
Happier. I agree with that statement 100%.
Right, for sure. Statement of the night.
So what are some challenges single folks face?
Being horny.
There's dildo that there's all kind of
No. There's not, listen.
Anybody can get dick and anybody can get pussy. You don't have, that's bullshit. It's not about just being horny.
Nah, that's not true.
I disagree.
That's not true.
Because even so, one thing not wrong, but one thing bad about being single is sex. Like, you're not just gonna go out and just have sex with just anybody. I mean, I can't speak for y'all, but I'm speaking for me. I'm not gonna just go out and just pick somebody just to have sex with somebody. No. So, I mean, sex is pretty much that. And then two, if you want to share your home with someone, you want that partnership, or you want that companion to go out with, do things with, so that you're, not alone doing stuff.
Ding. She just said it, Vic. She just said it. Vic. She stepped in the shit.
I was thinking about Tanya when she was talking about right now.
She just stepped in the shit.
What? I'm sorry, went over my head. What?
She just stepped in the shit. She said, if you're having sex, you're going to want to go out. You're going to want to have a good time. So now the dynamic just changed.
No, I said point one and point two. The first point is a person wants to be able to have sex. You want to have sex, but you're not going to go out and just have sex with anyone. The second point is being single is you can, but you want somebody to do something with. You want somebody to go on a trip with. You want somebody to go out to eat with. You want somebody, if you share a home, you want to share that responsibility of picking up the mail, or I don't know, but just there's a difference between just having someone to have sex with, having sex with, your partner, and then doing things that couples do.
Okay.
Well,
you know what? But here's the thing too. Sex is so doggone overrated, and a lot of times men just be blowing their own ego up, and half the time they can't perform like they said when they talk on the phone.
Well, we can't perform like the Rose. Y'all got 15 feet dildos.
Come for me one at a time. One at a time, baby. Come for me one at a time. Come.
So, you can be more sexually.
Hold on,
Trav. Let her talk. Go ahead, Tanya.
Stop all that BS and quit hyping your own self up, because the only thing that you're doing is jacking your own self off.
Damn.
Please, let me have this, please, fellas. Please.
Go ahead.
Come
1 minute or less.
Let me tell you something, you lazy sexual woman. All you got to do is lay down. All you got to do is lay down by yourself, and you making this nonsense up. Oh, he ain't good in bed, and all you got to do is lay down.
All them ladies doing like this, Trav.
You can't get it up, brother.
One at a time.
If you stop get dudes with their ARP card, you worry about getting it up. Ain't nobody swallowing Viagra's. What you talking about?
I don't know. They're coming younger and younger these days.
Look, stop getting them boys from underneath the bridge.
Okay. Go ahead, Ro.
I forgot what the initial question was.
What are some challenges single folks face?
Honesty. I think until you tap into the realest you that you can be with being honest and things of that nature, being single is not going to be fun, because you're going to be lying. If you're a man out here dibbling and dabbling in a bunch of different women and sneaking and hiding, people going through each other's phones, and you're lying about who you're with and who you're hanging out with, it becomes a job.
Yeah.
If you're an honest person who says, yo, I deal with multiple people, I have, you know what I mean? Like, when I was single, I would answer the phone if I was with a young lady and another young lady called me, because you're not my girl. You got to maintain that boundary. You know what I'm saying? You got to maintain that boundary, but honesty it unlocks so much potential in the world. But until you get to that comfort point and your person as yourself, being single is not fun, especially if you're good at it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Go ahead, Tony.
initially, when you asked the question, right, I just blurted out. Being horny is a bad part of being single, right? So when I say that to say this. When you're newly single, unless you got some on the back burner or a nice little starting lineup, man or woman, you're gonna eventually have to go out, meet somebody, talk to them, kind of figure out if this is a person that you might want to eventually sleep with and all that. So all that's gonna take some time. Am I right or wrong? Unless y'all just cool. I mean, you can lock up, you can hit that home run the first night and be able to take it home and knock it down and all that. But initially, you're gonna have to talk to this person. As a woman, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to wait for this man to approach you. You know what I mean? As a man, you got to approach this woman. You got to have some conversation. You got to get a number. So in between that time, you're going to be kind of sexually frustrated for a minute until you figure it's time to let it roll. Because even as a woman, y'all got a time limit. I got to make them wait such amount of time. Unless, like I said, it's like we get it. We just going to do it. As a man, we don't even know what that's going to be. We know what we want. We know we single. We horny. We want to get some. We want to talk to this female that got a big booty and all that. But we don't know when she's going to say, come on over, or can I come over?
Right.
So back to what I said about being single, you can be sexually, frustrated a bit because it's going to take a while before you can get back into that swing of things again, freshly out of a situation.
Okay.
That's freshly out. We ain't gonna talk about long term. Long term, it is what it is. But if you're freshly out of a single situation, it's gonna take some time. Am I right or wrong?
Correct. Okay.
Can I say something? Let me say something first and foremost. It's not all just about sex, okay? Intimacy. Wait, hold up. Intimacy is a very broad word, okay? For me, it's having someone on my intellectual level that can understand me. I mean, that's making sex to my mind, baby. You ain't gotta park your dick in my garage. Just talk to me.
Tanya, don't no man that don't know you don't want to talk to you. He don't want to talk to you.
There's truly a real man out there that would like to have an intellectual
He's
conversation.
He's 76 years old.
Stop it.
76 years old.
Stop it.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
About that damn shit. Get rid of it.
But being single, what happens if
Y'all.
you end up
One at a time. Let Lanita talk. Go ahead.
being single for you all? Like, what happens if you do meet somebody and you have sex and the sex is just not compatible? See, that's another thing. Like, you could be single and then you can have sex, but if it's not something that you're into or it's not right for you, then it's waste.
And
we men, we got our rocks off.
Trav, talk to the younger, talk to the generation that is not like you.
Can I say?
Go ahead, Tony.
Okay. They got this thing called, what's it called? Cuffing season or cuddling season, where you just feel like you just want this warm body to be next to you because it's cold outside. Even to get there, it's going to take some time. You said, Tanya, you said having a good conversation, somebody that can do something intellectually to your mind. You're going to have to get to that point. That person's going to have to approach you. That person's going to have to talk to you. When I say ending a situation and starting back up again, there's a time period between that. Can we agree on that?
You asking me, can you and I agree on what?
That when you end a situation, right, and you get ready to start something else again, before the intimacy, before the conversation that's going to stimulate your mind, isn't there going to be a time period in between that when that has to get to that point?
Yes, most definitely. Yes.
That's all I was saying.
Okay.
Now, Tanya said that she cool with having a side piece. So,
No, let me correct you.
that was your words. You said, look, I don't need nobody. I got a side piece.
No,
and then
that's
my man
not what I
Rose
said.
say, well, how many side pieces you gonna have to be happy? But you see how that? But you see how it comes back in the full circle. I call it the boomerang gang. Y'all women to throw something out, and then y'all think that boomerang ain't coming back. Y'all deal with feelings and emotions. Men don't have to deal with feelings and emotions. We choose to let our emotions get into our sexual lives. You women will, and it's, I'm not, look, this is what it is. It is what it is. They say women fuck with feelings. We don't. And we don't have to unless we are really feeling a woman. Now, I'll tell you, and I think I'm gonna speak for Tone and I, because we had these conversations, right? If a woman got some bomb sex, we fucking with her again. If she got some bomb head, that is a major plus. If she can cook a little bit and feed us a little bit, that is an extra. And then especially if she got a great attitude, we gonna be like, you know what? Fuck the side piece. Or I got 10 of them right now, but this 1 out of 10, oh, she gravy. She done made all the other 9 look goofy. So we gonna start posting up with the one that's doing all that. Y'all can't just give your coochie away and say, this man is making me skeet all over the place and then I'ma just not just care about him. You can't do that, T. I know that you think that you might want to do that, but you can't do that. Y'all fall in love.
Let me say something. First and foremost, I want to correct all you guys whose mentality is stuck on one thing. I did not say that I wanted to have a side piece. I said, what about those that have a side piece?
You got a side piece?
No, I don't have a side piece.
Okay.
I got an inner piece.
I thought you were saying you had a
piece.
side piece. So that's my mistake.
I got an inner piece.
You got several pieces.
Go ahead,
I got
Trav. Go ahead, Trav.
Vic, now she got inner peace. Anyway, let me say this.
That was the damn devil.
Y'all don't really realize, man, how many relationships where people are not having sex with each other. I know women think all men are having sex. It ain't going down the way y'all think it is. It's hard for people to meet people, first and foremost.
Yes.
People don't have communication skills because of how things are now. People meet online and all that. So women are, to get a man that will come up to you and speak to you.
Yes.
A lot of women don't even know how to take it because they ain't dealt with guys that do that. Guys get on their cell phone and become the biggest player on earth because he'll say it via text, but he'll never talk out of his mouth to you directly and say what he wants to say. He'll hide until he can. So it's not the way. And the thing is, y'all ladies are dealing with the same, and I said this before, same group of men. Women deal with the same. That's why men have multiple children by, the guys has got 6 or 7 kids by all these women. Y'all deal with the same guy, thinking that he's going to be different. So that's why when you say single, you're choosing, you guys do things that keep you single. That's just the fact.
Don't categorize everybody. We're calling out people that we know, people that we. But shut the hell up with your damn bitch. 68 and 32. Okay, so what I researched, because I'm a researcher. Lenita, did you answer?
Huh?
Did you answer some challenges?
Yeah, I answered.
Okay, Ro, you did too, right?
Yeah, I'm Gucci.
Okay, I'm making sure everybody got to speak. Okay, so what I researched, what are some challenges single folks face? Some can get lonely, absence of emotional support, self-criticism, fear of not becoming a parent. Now, those are women answers.
All of those are women answers.
The first set was not. The first set,
Exactly.
first set was men. The second set was women. Yes, research.
It was tender dicks.
There you go, TD. That boy suffered from TD.
There was some tender dick
That
ass
boy
niggas.
suffered from TD.
But just like
Testosterone backup, tender dick.
just like I was telling Nikki this week, and I was going through some issues, and I'm single, and I was telling her, I was like, dang, I wish I had someone, a man I can really sit down and converse with that will understand what I'm going through, because I needed that hug, I needed to be healed, I needed to hear it's okay.
Yeah.
So
Mr.
I'm not
Black-
Right. And there's a
Mr.
difference
Black, when
between hearing it's okay from your girlfriend or friends that
exactly.
that are there for you in your circle, then coming home to your man and then getting that embrace. That's 2 different embraces. So when you have that's really a con of being single. You just don't have that extra support. And then too, when you're in a relationship, you look for your other person to challenge you in a way, right? To say, okay, well, have you done this? Or it kind of self-checks you. So that you stay on your P's and Q's, not walking on eggshells, but you stay on your P's and Q's for yourself.
Right.
But when you're single, I don't care what nobody say. When you're single, you do what you want to do. You make time for what you want to make time for. Shit falls apart. You pick it up when you get good and ready. But when you're in a relationship, I think you take care of things better.
Greg.
That's when I told you it boils down to being selfish.
Yes. I agree with that. I'm gonna tell you guys, when I was single for the 6.5 years that I was, I had a great time. I had the time of my life because I was building me. You know, I was getting to learn myself. I was having fun. I had some cool ass neighbors. Hold on, shut up and listen. I had some cool ass neighbors. I was always occupied. I was always doing something. But at the end of the day, I got lonely. I did get lonely.
Where do y'all women read from this playbook of this vernacular that y'all speak in? I was doing me and what the hell does that mean, y'all?
That means we were getting to know ourselves because we was tired of you trifling ass motherfucking niggas. That's what that means.
But you're right back in a relationship.
And happy.
She said 6 years later.
6 years. I said I got 6 years later.
6 years too late. You should have found Greg a month later and got back in a relationship.
Bullshit. I needed time for me.
That don't even sound right. You lost 66 months.
It made me a better person.
Travis, I am so glad you've been looking through your dictionary because you picked up a word called vernacular.
Turn your phone, Greg.
And so, I mean, that's a huge thing for you.
Let me tell you something. Tony. Tony, this for you and this ain't for nobody else. This for you. This is for you and nobody else. No, I want you to know this.
One at a time.
I want you to know this, Tony. This is for you. I'm a high class Negro, so don't ever say that to me again. I don't know what you've been used to and what kind of men you used to talking to like that. I don't play that.
High class. Wait, what did she say to you? I didn't hear it.
I said vernacular.
Huh?
Vernacular.
Oh, okay.
Tanya, why you so hostile lately?
I'm not hostile, but one thing I get so tired of
you
men.
You be hostile at Trav. Why you always on the homie?
Tanya and Trav are War of the Roses. Y'all remember that? 92.5. War of the Roses.
The thing is, it's always something negative about the women. And
it's not negative, it's factual.
It bothers me. And he doesn't let anyone else speak because he feels like his point is correct. And he can't speak for everybody.
Where Mr. Black is right now? Tony, where's Mr. Black right now?
I don't understand what Mr. Black is.
It's that dildo that you throw behind the bed when you get tired. That's what it is. You know what it is.
That's a joke. That's a joke to you? That's the only thing you can think of.
I'm dead.
Sorry, fuck you later.
Reset the room.
Okay, we're going to reset. Okay, y'all. So I got another question. Is being single good for your mental health?
Yeah. Shit. Dealing with this right now, yeah.
No, like, do you we'll go through the panel?
It is.
Yes.
It is. It's because when you're single, you can actually focus on what you want, and how you can make yourself better for the next relationship, or just make yourself a better person in life anyways. It's because a lot of people, I pray a lot. And I pray for peace. I pray for patience, because I didn't have patience, because I used to fly off the handle. Like when that song 0 to 100 came out, Tone and Boost called me, Vic, they made a song for you, because I go 0 to 100 real quick. And I had to pray for patience, and I think when I started rebuilding myself, because my shit fell down like the towers. So after the smoke cleared, I had to start rebuilding myself as a man, and knowing what I was going to put up with, what I wasn't going to put up with, and what I was willing to change and compromise myself for the next relationship. So you can be a hard ass, because I am a hard ass. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I love hard as hell though. And see, that's the difference. So just building yourself up, having your own confidence, because you don't have to have anyone. It is not a need that we have someone. It's just a desire to be loved by another human being. I think that's what it is.
I agree. Go ahead, Ro.
I think a lot of times, man, we get lost in that. And Vic, I'm not disagreeing with you, right? I'm just saying that from a guy that was single for an extended period of time. And like I said before, I was very good at it, right? The rebuilding myself and mental health and all that. I wasn't considering none of that. I was on Wild Out Wednesday the whole time I was single. I'm being honest 100% with y'all. When I was single, nothing in my mind said, rebuild yourself and become better. I did that when I met the woman. But what I'm saying is I'm speaking 100% honest.
Yeah.
My mind wasn't about being alone and rebuilding and building myself back up to be a better person after being single again. My mind was, I'm single and I don't really want to be because that person left me. I'm gonna wild out and do whatever I can do. I'm gonna have a great time and I'm gonna live it to the fullest. The most mental conditioning and health that I had is when I met somebody who was in the same thought process and like-minded like me and wanted to go where I was going. You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
So it's not that the being single.
let me jump in on that though.
Go ahead.
I understand exactly what you're saying, but when I tell you that's not the mind frame that you think that you're going to be in, because that's not the mindset that I thought I was going to be in. So
Agreed.
I understand what you're saying, but what as Nick and Tony B know, through my life, I've been through a lot of counseling. So when I say I did that on purpose, it wasn't like I was ordered to do it. I know exactly who I am. And I'm scared of me more than I'm scared of anybody on this planet, is because I know my thought process. So what I said when I wanted to get into being a better person is I took the time to say, I'm gonna go to counseling is because I need to find out, why do I do what I do? And why do I accept or don't accept this? Or why am I not a patient person when it comes to some women's feelings? Is because I done told women before, I don't give a fuck about your tears, and meant it. You know what I mean? And then it's just like, or it'd be like, you know, if they say, well, you don't care about my opinion, I tell them, fuck your opinion. Like real shit. So I was real cutthroat back in the day. So I had to find my way and go through another gate, because if I didn't go through that gate, I'll still be the ruthless dude that I used to be when it came to the streets or a woman. You understand what I'm saying?
Vic. Hold on, Vic. Ro, is this your first marriage?
No, I'm not married. I was actually married before to my first son's mother. We was married for 6 years total, actually together for 9 months. We was young, you know what I'm saying? Made some different choices, you know what I mean? And but I've been in like 3 long-term relationships in my life and a bunch of fillers in between.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say,
go ahead, Greg.
For me, when I was single, for me, when I was single, it was all about getting money. And I felt that I could get more money when I was single because I didn't have the responsibility of waiting for someone else, or, you know, asking if someone else approved of what I did or otherwise. But then as time went on, I realized and recognized that I needed and wanted that partner. I needed and wanted someone else that I could actually talk to, instead of, you know, as a man, I held everything to myself and held it close to my chest, being single.
So
you
do
know,
you think being single is being single good for your mental health?
For me, no, it's not. I mean, I would rather be in a relationship than be single, you know, definitely.
Right. So,
okay, go ahead.
Sorry,
go ahead, Tony.
So back to the original question. I almost lost my train of thought. Okay, you said that.
Is being single good for your mental health?
Okay, when it comes to that, when I'm newly talking to somebody that could potentially be somebody that's going to be in my life, and I don't even have to be somebody that's going to be in my life. I just talk to people when they talk about their relationships, right? And the one thing I always ask is, what was the biggest thing you learned from your last relationship? Because I ask myself the same thing. So when you learn something from that relationship, because if that relationship didn't work, it failed. You had to have learned something because of that, right?
Yes.
So when you learn something from that past relationship that failed, you're able to take something from that, take some knowledge from that, and work for the next relationship that comes into your life to make sure that those same mistakes don't happen again, whether it be on your part or the other person that you're dealing with part, right?
Right.
So that's why I say when it comes to that, when it comes to being in a relationship, and it comes to learning, without learning, can it be a good or a bad thing, I guess. You just have to learn something from that past relationship and take something from that, because the definition of insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome, right?
Yes.
Draft.
Yes.
As he patiently waits.
Yeah, I don't. What's going on, y'all?
You don't even know the question.
No, bro,
No,
He don't give a damn about the question. That's why I said
no,
Trav.
no, Crab. Is being single good for your mental health? Be honest. Talk to people that are going through whatever they're going. You know what I mean? Like,
y'all, I gotta go off what Rose said earlier, y'all. Like, and I know, like, when I say this, but men really don't process things the way you all do. So it might be a good thing for a guy, but men are so routine. Like, yeah, that might work for a minute, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you got a lady just out, you were in a relationship and she did you dirty, then maybe you need that time to reset.
mhm.
But we don't process things. It's a little different with us. You know what I mean? Like Rose said, he said he was out there, he was doing his thing. He wasn't thinking about being the best version of himself. And I don't, that no, and again, I'll say this, those are woman words. We don't think like that. No, I like what Vic said. He said he wanted to change going from 0 to 100. Because if you one of those dudes, like, you know what I mean? Like you'll get yourself in a situation like that.
Mhm.
So, whether it's a physical altercation with somebody or something like that, but we just different. We don't process things the same way, honestly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you think you should learn something from a past relationship that failed though?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
Well, if she ain't shit, don't fuck with them type of women.
I think when women, I think it is a woman answer, because a lot of times you hear about women that have exited a relationship, whether they were broken up with or they did the breaking up, and they end up going back to school, they get degrees, they buy houses, they are changing everything about themselves. And because we get in a mindset of, okay, well, let me pick up where I left off. Let me pick up, because a lot of times too, women, women hold themselves back from their full potential when they're in a relationship, when it comes to self-care for themselves. So when we do become single, we start handling business. Like, we go back to school, we move, we cut our hair, we do all kind of stuff. And I think once we're done through that phase or that transition of renewing and rebuilding, that's when, okay, now I've learned something about myself. Now I'm ready to get back into a relationship.
But that goes.
Hold on, Greg. Is this because I've been wondering where this saying came from, and I think that you might have just opened this door for me to ask this question. Is this where you guys say, I had to lose myself to find myself? Because you just said it, and thank you, because I was wondering where the hell this came from. And I think you just opened it up. I thank you. Thank you.
That shit sound ridiculous. I went and lost.
It really is, because it's real talk. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. For me,
as a woman,
it's real talk.
True. It is true.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you guys not be able to relate to it, but for women, it's true.
Okay, so
because women get lost in a man. So they lose themselves. So for them to find themselves again and recognize that you motherfuckers ain't shit.
It's your job.
Wait.
That's how some females feel.
Sis, hold on. I need to talk directly to you right now.
Talk to me. Mute. Go ahead.
Dirty. The rabbit ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Oh man.
Next.
That's your job.
It's not our job.
It's your job. I'm sorry.
Let me say this. Let me say something. Because listening to some of these guys on this panel, I get the feeling that you think that women don't have any backbone, or we supposed to do, we do certain things and our feelings always involved, and we're this timid individual. We're not
That's what you're
timid.
supposed to be.
Excuse me,
Don't nobody want you to be strong.
excuse me, Travis, be quiet.
Let her
Shut your
talk.
mouth.
Oh,
I'm
Thank
gonna
God.
let
you.
I got something for you though. Come on.
It appears that women get the bad rap here. And I can't agree with some of the things that the guys are saying here. Now, being in a relationship can be mentally taxing. And intimacy and partnership can take a whole lot out of a person's mind and from their mentality. So, but I just wanted to add that in there because Vic had asked earlier, was I angry? No, I'm not angry about anything. I just hate to hear
Don't
my
angry with trash.
brothers.
Let her.
Well, no, Vic, you asked this question before. I just hate to hear women getting the lack of.
Mm-hmm.
And it bothers me because on every show, pretty much, we, coming from Travis, we are women that are in the background. We don't walk beside a man, we are in the background. So that's why I'm so defensive when it comes to that.
Okay, and I can come back with the same thing is because like I said, I wanted to talk to my sis directly, but she don't like when I come at her, she want to put me on mute. But anyway,
Come at me, brother.
she's
What?
always saying that men ain't shit, da 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 da. But if we say
Some men
y'all
ain't
ain't
shit.
shit, hold on, you interrupted me, Nicole. Put yourself on mute.
My bad.
Put yourself on mute. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So y'all always saying that men ain't shit. So we don't want to hear that either. You know, because I know, seriously, I know some great men. I know some really good men that grind hard, work hard for their women, and work hard for their friendships. You know what I'm saying? And it's just not about just your girlfriend or your wife. Your wife has to be your friend, and your girlfriend actually has to be a friend. You can't just be thinking, because you keep saying that we referring back to sex and most niggas can't do this and can't get, that ain't what we saying. We just saying sexually, you guys get emotionally attached before men. And then we're saying about what young lady that said, Nita said, well, I had to lose myself to find myself. And I always ask this question, well, where the hell did y'all go? Where did y'all lose yourself at? I mean, I really want to know, because when you guys do that, what she said, you guys go to school, you guys rebuild, boom, 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 boom. You can't get yourself lost in no other human. You cannot blame you cannot blame your emotional state on how you feel about a person, on that other person, about you with the choice that you made. You choose to get lost.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
To want it. But that's a choice though. And see,
But
you can't blame men for their choice.
But some women are like that. They get engaged and they lose themselves in that man. And so when and think of abusive relationships. Think of people that are getting beat all the time, but they can't leave that guy. And then once they are freed, they're like,
Greg, you beating on my sister.
shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
Greg, you beating on my sister. That's not what you doing.
This nigga is dumb.
But
Go ahead,
what
Ro.
you saying is
Hold on.
true.
Go ahead, Ro. Go ahead, Ro.
Okay, real quick, what I was about to say was, I think so many people individualize this I lost myself stuff, right? For women, right? We get it. You all change your routine to match with your household, right? You
It's
guys do different things
It's to
offset and to counteract things that need to be. But men do the same thing.
Women are more.
We change our ways as well, though. When we get into a relationship and become providers for our family and protectors, we change ourselves as well. But you don't hear men say, I lost myself to be the man in this household. You don't hear us say that. That's
And I'm back.
Y'all change yourselves from cheating. Y'all change.
How is that?
Stop it. Y'all cheat better than we cheat.
I feel like we're a bunch of grown people. How is that a fair statement to even assume that men don't alter their movements the same way women do?
Well, first of all, I didn't say that I lost myself or anybody else lost themselves. I never said that. What I said was women we do change our routine, but when we get single, we start to work on ourselves, whether if it's going back to school, whether it's buying a house, whether we're we focus on us. We pour into ourselves. That's all I'm saying.
I get it. I understand that, and that's cool. But when men become the providers and the protectors of their families, they take away from the other things that they had, their own individual goals as well.
I get what you're saying, but I'm
It's
saying
both
as a
sides.
single woman, this is what we do as single, but that's what you guys do in a relationship. So
we do the same thing y'all do in relationships. Y'all change the way y'all do things to be in a relationship, and so do we.
Exactly, Ro.
We do too.
Exactly.
We don't do the same things we did when we were single, when we're in a relationship the same way y'all don't. We sacrifice different things than what y'all sacrifice, but we all sacrifice. Just you don't hear the men screaming that shit. You don't hear the men screaming that shit from the rooftops.
After a breakup, what the men are saying is, after a breakup, when women say we change ourselves and we go to school and we go buy a house and things like that, that's what they do. But after a breakup, men, we have the things that we do. You know, we go out and try to better ourselves or put ourselves in different situations. Like I said before, you know, I make more money, you know, when I got out of a marriage and things like that because it was a bad marriage. But I was doing things that I need to do, that I need to change within myself. You know, when Vic said, you know, he went to counseling and did counseling and things like that. That's some of the same things. We're saying the same things. Men and women are saying the same things. It's just a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing.
Yes, that's true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Very much so.
But we just don't lose ourselves.
One thing
Nobody said that.
And
Nobody
I'm back.
said that.
Tanya, seriously, and a lot of times you think I'm hard. I'm gonna say this. You
You're
say
disrespectful.
however you want to account it, it's fine.
Go ahead.
Mute her, Nicole. Mute her.
Mute me.
Tanya, listen, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything like that. I don't want it to come across that way. What I'm saying is, and I don't speak for all men, but I speak for a group of men. No man is asking you to be strong. He wants you to be feminine. So I don't know why you keep saying this about we're strong. I ain't never gonna ask you to be strong. I'm gonna ask you to be a woman, because you never gonna ask me to be feminine. Or you never gonna ask the man for that, correct?
You're dual, by the way.
No.
If you don't know that, you're dual.
Dual?
Dual.
Dual?
You got your feminine ways and you got your masculine ways.
No.
You're gender fluid.
No,
yeah.
no.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Stop
Yes,
doing
you do.
that. See that fellas.
Yes, you do.
That's what I mean right there.
Do.
Let me finish. That's what I mean right there. That is why they want to make us like them. Fellas watching this podcast, do not fall into that bullshit. Women want to break you down to be like them. We are not like them. So hold strong to your masculine self. Fuck what they talking about. Don't listen to that weak shit. They'll break you down, and then they'll go get a Zeus nigga to take your place. Don't do that. Don't listen to Tanya. She get a weak dude, she'll run him over, and then go get a strong dude to take his place. Stop that shit, Tanya. You're wrong. You teach young girls wrong. You fucking young girls up. Don't do that.
Let me say something. For anyone that don't know this, we are dual, okay? We have our feminine side and we have our masculine side. So you can't get around that. That's science.
Tanya, you can't defend yourself from a 13-year-old boy. What are you talking about?
That's science.
No. Okay, we're gonna reset the room.
Next question.
Y'all got some questions? Like, I'm out of questions. Y'all threw me for a whole loop.
Man, can't defend
I got a question.
Go ahead, bro.
I will say something. You know what Trav said, just to elaborate on that. I've even said to, you know, keeping it personal, I've even said that to Nicole. You know, I don't want a hard woman. If you want to be hard, you know, no, I don't want that. I want a soft woman, period. And she can attest to that. Am I right, Nicole?
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta go get the door. My stepson's at the door.
Okay, we're gonna meet.
You need to black your camera out, Ro.
Right. I'm gonna stop the camera. Stop video. I got him.
I think we're missing the point when I say that
Not
we are dual individual.
feminine, or it's Greg, like you say you want me to be feminine or whatever.
I don't want a hard woman.
I get
don't want.
that. but
Yeah.
I need I've always the type of men that I've always been with, I've always had to play that role. So I don't know. I was raised by guys, so I don't know how to. I can show feminine side. I can because I can, but do I? No, I don't. I don't.
Okay, let me get in on that. When you say that you had to do that,
Had to
you
do
didn't
what?
have to do that. You chose to do that.
True.
Because what happens with women that are more stable than guys, they feel the mothering. They feel like they have to do this. Now, I was listening to a clip from Farrakhan one day, and he said a woman is not supposed to take care of a man. A man is supposed to take care of a woman, is because once a woman takes care of a man, she's going to start mothering you because she's there to take care of her children and not your grown ass. So when a woman starts to react to a man like a child, and then the man wants to buck up, is because of he's got his manhood, and you're challenging that. But on the same note, if you want to wear the crown, my king, you have to be that king. And just like I reverse that back to a woman, if a woman ain't doing what she's supposed to do in the household, then you can't say I'm the woman of the household and then you want that crown on your head. So why don't we just both put the crowns down and just say, let's earn them now? That's what that is, because you don't have to do anything. It's a choice about what you do. Just like it's a choice about what we do as men when we take care of our women, or we might not, because like most women these days are really more successful than most men that I know, real talk. And because like Nita said, that you guys have to go out and get your degrees and got to do that. Men are more hustlers. I don't know a lot of college guys that I hang out with. I know more hustlers, but they still hustle 100,000 a year, even being a damn trash man. 120. But that's what it is. I don't want you to feel like this is what you have to do, is because you are actually psyching yourself out about you being feminine and being a woman in your house.
No,
I think you should let a
think,
man be a man in the house.
I don't think it's, go ahead, Tanya.
Let me say this, because I think we're missing the concept here. I don't know if anyone's seen the movie called I'm King. That was a strong Black woman. So what I'm saying here is that we strong one time and we can be feminine the other time. But we can go up and down. We have that choice as its nature. So I'm not saying I'm getting into a relationship and I'm gonna be the man of the relationship. No. I'm just saying that there's times that when I need to be strong, I can be strong. When it's times that I need to be weak, I can do that as well. So I'm just saying it's
Well, she's saying that's a partnership, because
well, we're not partners though.
You need to be a woman's partner.
We're not partners.
You need to be your woman's partner.
You want to know why we're not partners, ladies?
This is the problem.
No. It's not a problem. I'm glad you said that. You want to know why we're not partners? At no time in the relationship do you have to give your life for me. My job as your man, if something go wrong, I got to give my life. That's not an equal partnership. If me and Vic together, some dudes come up, we're going to fight to the death for each other. That's not your job. That's not your job. So that's why I say, when you say that, Tanya, that sounds ridiculous. You can't defend yourself from a 13-year-old boy, but you're my partner.
This is what's crazy to me, Trav. Like,
it's crazy.
You're very like traditional ways, I guess you could say, traditional. It ain't like that no more.
It's not. It's not.
And like, listen,
we're so close to going back to.
I'm gonna mute you. Listen, women nowadays carry guns. Women nowadays will get up in the middle of the night if they hear a noise and don't wake their man up, because they will get up with their pistol and go take care of whatever.
You're going down there to get your ass whooped. You're going down there to get your ass whooped.
No, I'm saying
you're going down there to get your ass whooped, and then here's the bad part. You're going to get your ass whooped, and he might fuck you when you get done. You're going down there to get your ass whooped, and he might fuck you when you get done. Don't go down.
It's not all about that, Travis. I mean, he takes it to the extreme. Some women are trainers. They at the police academy, you got women that are training men how to shoot gun. Here's the thing that women are saying to you guys. I don't think you're understanding. When
you
I have a
believe
man,
this
or when we
shit?
have a man,
Let her
put him on
talk
mute
one at
again.
a time.
Put him on mute again. When you have a man, my man is supposed to teach me how to fish so I can be fisherman. See what I'm saying? So if something happens to my man, I'm able to carry on because I got that strength and something he has taught me. So I'm carrying what he has taught me on and on and on and on. It's not to say that you're not
Your
a
man
man.
need to
You
teach you how to
are a
be a
man.
woman so
But
another
what I'm
woman
saying
don't
is
take
a
your
man
place.
teaches his partner.
But
A
that
man teaches his partner.
that's not
No, he teach you how to be a woman so another woman don't take your place. Don't worry about no fishing. Kick
No.
them legs in the air.
What you need to do is mute him because I'm so tired of him talking about sex. It's not have nothing to do with sex.
look, y'all. So the whole point, Travis always goes there. He talks about this man and women need to be feminine and stay in their place. Well, it's not traditional shit nowadays. Nowadays, women have a voice. Women know how to shoot. Women know how to do this and that, just like a man does. So that's why society made that. You can cringe or whatever, Vic. That's true. Society made women like that. Go ahead, Ro.
Exactly.
Hold on.
All right, so quick.
Go ahead, Ro.
So
Go ahead.
real quick though, I get it that's the traditional and the generations are changed and everything is different, right?
Mhm.
So then why do women expect men? Y'all use the same words when you're talking about us: provide, protect, to
No,
this, that.
y'all
Y'all use
say
them.
that.
Hold,
Y'all
yeah,
say that. Y'all
No,
say
no,
no,
Nicole,
can you
stop interrupting. Mute yourself.
can I finish, please? Can I finish?
Go ahead, Ro.
That's every woman on this panel, to be 100% honest, would say. If you guys ask for a description of a man, the duties of a man, you're gonna say provide, protect, blah blah blah,
That's
and
what
those are all the traditional descriptions from back in the day. So when men ask for those same type of things, because the men back in the day that provided, J.J. Evans' father, they had a 2-bedroom for 7 people, and the mother was okay with it.
right,
That was providing.
right.
Needs versus wants, right? I think
Right.
we talked about this
Listen,
before.
bro, grandpa and grandma provided and protected. That was that tradition.
Did they?
Today, when
Did
you
they though? Did grandma and grandpa do that?
well, my grandma and grandpa did. I can only
No, grandpa worked in the coal mines and brought home his
okay.
check and didn't have enough
You're
money
right.
for that next.
Grandpa, I don't mean that. I mean, grandpa
Right,
was the provider and protector. Today,
right.
women don't think, a lot of women, I
Yeah.
won't say all, I'll say 68-32 of women don't look at men just for provide and protect. They
Exactly.
look at it as a team. Listen, they look at it as a team. You build together. There's no roles anymore.
Exactly.
You guys
Okay,
keep
stop.
But
Hold
do you
on, hold on,
believe
Nicole.
that that's
Hold on,
real
let me
Nicole.
though?
talk.
Hold
Let
on,
me talk.
Nicole.
No,
Hold on, Nicole.
no.
on,
You guys keep thinking about the old school. It ain't like that no more.
It ain't the men that's
Okay,
doing it. That's
so
y'all.
I
so
didn't say it
hold
was
on for a
the men.
minute, Nicole. Hold on.
Hold on. I didn't say it was the men. What I said
You
was
say y'all.
a lot of the women. I didn't say y'all. I said a lot of the women today think like that. They feel like that. It's not about grandma and grandpa anymore.
You said enough.
But listen, we're going to the topic. We're not gonna stop here. Okay.
Wait. Can I say something before we
Go
say
ahead.
something before we go out?
Yes.
I'm just gonna say real quick, rest in peace to Coolio.
Yes, for
But
sure.
I also want to
He
say,
passed.
yeah, he passed away tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, he only had one braid too.
Yeah. And I also want to say rest in peace to my coworker, young lady, a mother of 3, 31 years old. That was my friend, my homegirl. You know, she was a single mom. She did it. My nickname for her was a super mom. So Dion, rest in peace. We love you at T4.
Rest in peace,
We're gonna be there for you and the family. And
Rest in
one more
peace.
thing.
Yeah.
My birthday is in about an hour, so happy birthday to me early.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
And on that note, y'all, one love. Subscribe to Lust. Let Us Speak Truth on YouTube, where we debate. And y'all already know. Whew.
Yeah, speak your truth.
One love, fam. Subscribe. Holla at us.